First, I want to say congratulations. You guys had a phenomenal season, and you deserve to be here today. Just talk a little bit about today's game. Your season coach, and then, ladies, I'll open up to you. What this team has done, and your thoughts on your season.
Yeah, we just talked about it as a group as we circled up after this game was over, and 20 wins and set a lot of records and did a lot of things this season. Obviously, this isn't how we wanted to go out, but the thing that was special about this team is our seniors, our leaders, and the team themselves, the chemistry. It's like nothing I've ever coached in my life. They're a spiritual group, but they're also there for each other, the most unselfish team I've ever been a part of. And that's why we wanted them to win so bad. We wanted this for them because of what incredible humans they are. So that's why it makes it so much harder. But I thought they played well. A couple breakdowns, and Ship took advantage because they're a very good team. But overall, we gave everything we had, and you could see it out there. You could physically see our team trying so hard to put us back in that game. And all the credit to Ship. They're a great team, and they played really well. But this team is special, and there's something very unique about them. And the best part as a coach is being able to see, these kids are going to do amazing things in life because of the people that they are. So they're going to take so much more from this season than the wins and losses, and that's what I'm excited for them.
Ladies, I know this is tough, but, what's your message to your teammates today and getting to this stage and what you've accomplished?
I'm just really proud of everybody in this team. We're so young, and that having this experience here. I was here as a sophomore, and it was amazing just to have the experience. It just sets you up for your future, and just so much you gain so much from this, even though it's not how you wanted to leave. It's still such a great experience, and I just know that this team, the values that we set this season will continue on into the future, just because everyone does it for each other, and that was just the whole message the whole season. So I think that everybody will continue that as they go on.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's the people that you're surrounded by, and the relationships at the end of the day is the most important part. And how you leave the program and how you leave those people is more important than the trophies that can sit on my shelf and get dusty, and the rings that I'm never going to wear. Obviously, that's what you work for, and that's a symbol of all your hard work. So you chase that, and you chase that feeling, but at the end of the day, when you fall short, you fall back, and you look at all the relationships that you've built with the people, and the girls who look up to you, and that's really what matters the most at the end of the day.
You've been to this stage before. There's no doubt that you guys will be back. Coaches, you've built a very phenomenal program. Can you talk about what you do to do that? What you look for in players and your recruiting process, and how you build such success year after year.
We're very picky, actually, in the process, and obviously when they're good at field hockey, that helps, but it's so much more than that. It's the people and the culture that you want to create, so we don't take someone just because they're good at field hockey. We have definitely weeded out people that just wouldn't fit within what we try to do, and so what we've created it's just something special, and I say we because these two sitting up here, I just can't say enough about both of them and the way that they lead, and they're so different. They couldn't be more different, but Grace is your silent assassin. She's quiet, but everyone wants to follow her because she's amazing at field hockey, does great in the classroom, but is just an even better person in real life. And then Gonzalez she's something else. She can do 16 unassisted pull-ups for a female. That's insane. But she just works harder than everybody in every aspect of her life. She will outwork anyone. And what she does, on the field, off the field, they all want to follow. And when she talks in a huddle, no one says anything, and all eyes are always just engaged on her because of the person and the respect that she demands and that they just give her automatically. So, but these are just two shining examples of kids that, coming out of high school, they bought in, and we weren't as good as we were when they both, were coming, and they both knew what that could happen here. And it's so cool for them to see. They both won a national championship. They played in a national championship game and made it to a Final Four. What an incredible career for them. And to trust me, I told Aaron on the phone, we're going to win a national championship when you come play for me. And we did. But it's so funny that it's just, all of that back then, they bought in even though it didn't happen yet. And it's just to watch the growth of the program. They couldn't leave it in better shape than they did. And that's why the success will continue, is because of leaders like them, people like them. They hold the kids accountable. They hold it to such a high standard. And then that's passed on. And that's what's acceptable in our program. And there's certain things that are just not acceptable. So it's really something to behold. But it is, a direct result of these two.
Open, Matt, if you have any more.
Sure, yeah, well, Coach kind of spoke to it, but I was just going to ask you both, what it means to kind of have this program under your leadership now as outgoing seniors, to where this is the expectation, is to be in this game and the next game on a regular basis going forward, and how much, what you've done at Kutztown means to you over the course of your career.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an honor, looking even back to my freshman year, it's been an honor to have girls above me who I can look up to and then be able to try and follow their shoes. And then just the girls on our team now, the young girls, the freshmen, the sophomores, even the juniors, for those girls to be so bought in, like Marcy said, to find those girls who are just going to commit and just go after it, to have those girls under us who trust us and who trusted our leadership and just kind of followed along. It was every class, and it wasn't just the seniors. It was because everyone trusted each other, and at the end of the day, we did it for each other. And Marcy's just been an incredible contribution to that. Again, it goes back to the girls she recruits, and everything she has done to build this program from the bottom up is just a replication of her coaching and her values, and I just couldn't thank Marcy enough, because she's the one who brings those girls in, and she's the beginning of that culture, and I just couldn't be more thankful.
I'm also just very grateful for Marcy and everything, because I've been around field hockey for obviously ever, but my sister played too, so it was just cool to see the transformation of bringing your program coming in from not having been in the Final Four in 2 or 3 years, and then now we made it back 3 years in a row. It's just really cool to I've been a part of that, and now the freshmen coming in are oh yeah, it's the standard to get back to the Final Four. That's what we want to do, and that's just really cool to have set the standard for that and be a part of that. But.
And these movements, moving on the bottom of intestinal tables, push-ups, heels on floors.
The old colonoscopy.
One last question, and then I'll let you guys go. You all touched on it just a little bit, but this is the standard for Kutztown. Is there a message back to your leaderships here? You're faithful from Kutztown, just anything you want to say back to them, and in thanks or support of what you guys are doing with your team and your program.
Well, Renee knows how I feel about her, but we wouldn't be where we are without the support of the school, the administration. Our new president's incredible, but Renee knew the need for a full-time assistant coach a couple years ago and got that for me. And since that happened, I just want to say we've been here 3 years in a row. So, the support from them, it trickles into every single thing that we do, and we feel it. We share the stadium with football, who's also extremely successful, and it just pushes everybody. And so it's really fun to be in the environment at Kutztown where winning is, I don't want to say demanded, but it's almost expected from everybody, because we all want to be, the best team on campus and push each other. So that part's been incredible. But our fans, our family, we wouldn't be any of this without them. My family in particular, my husband is incredible. He's a college coach. He challenges me, pushes me, supports me. So it's just really neat to see that kind of support. It drives us. It makes us better. And, the fan base has been with us through all of it, and it's just really it's been a fun, exciting year. 20 wins is incredible. It's a new school record, and all of those things. But as they both alluded to, it's the memories, it's the people that are going to be easy to remember from this season. It's something special. It's something different. I can't really put words to it, but there's something very unique about this group.
Well, I just want to say congratulations again.
Thank you.
Phenomenal season. It's been fun to. Being a PSAC school, I get to see you guys play more than others. So
yeah.
it's congratulations.
Thank you
and,
so much.
Best of luck
Thank you.
moving forward, and we'll see you again soon, I'm sure.
Yes, thank you so